Well, between the motorcycle that keeps going around and around, and I'm not quite sure why, because I live in a cul-de-sac, so it's out and it's in, it's up. And my dog finding the squishy that makes terrible sounds. Um, and a couple other crazy things. I don't know if I'm going to get this done, but I'm trying to because I'm exhausted now, and you know me, when I get exhausted, I don't get in here as often as I'd like. I was doing really good at getting a lot of videos out, and now not so much. I have a yarn haul for you today. For all of my yarny friends, today is just a good old-fashioned yarn haul. Let me tell you about Universal Yarns. Now, you can buy Universal Yarns at Premier on the Premier website, premieryarns.com. For those of you that are familiar with Premier, if you go in there, in their clearance section, usually, you'll be able to find some Universal Yarns. Now, Universal Yarns is out of Harrisburg, North Carolina. They are their own yarn company, and they have some sort of, contract or agreement with Premier that some of the yarn that they sell, maybe it's to get their name out a little bit more. I'm not quite sure. A lot of times it's overstocked items or items that they're trying to put on clearance and get rid of that they'll send over to Premier, and Premier will put it on a pretty deep discount because Universal Yarns tends to be a higher brand, a higher end brand, if you will. I have bought quite a bit of Universal Yarns through Premier. Some of it I've liked, some of it I haven't. For the most part, I have liked it. It is luxury yarn for the most part. I really enjoyed their cotton, their worsted cotton, but the problem I had with it, it was just a little too cottony. It pilled. But it was very nice. I used it though because they had so many different colors, and I used it for a blanket that I was working on at the time. I've gotten a variety of their sock yarns and things like that just to kind of add to some of my other yarns. But this was the first time I actually went to their website and bought from them their website. And the reason I did that was because there's so much on their website. I was really impressed with how much that they had. And of all the yarns that I am really the most interested in is um, their bamboo pop. However, their bamboo pop was expensive at the time. I actually just put a purchase in at Premier for some bamboo pop. They had just one or two variegated colors that were on sale. So I bought that because I was really curious to see if it was worth it buying it full price. But what I liked about it was they did have prints, and so I'm kind of anxious to see what the print looks like. I digress, but not too much. Hopefully, it's all very, very informative. So I bought, yes, some yarn straight from them. I only bought two kinds. I bought a cotton and I bought a wool, a superwash wool. And the main reason was because they were just ridiculous price at the time. Now they're not a ridiculous price currently. And there were reasons behind my madness at the time. I think I've kind of decided against the wool, but I will still use it. But at the time, I was really trying to build up my stash of market bags for farmers markets. Now, my mobility and health has really kind of gone downhill worse and worse. So I wasn't planning on doing it myself anyway. My daughter was, but she's since lost interest in. So I'm not sure that that's going to happen. But I have decided to start putting up a marketplace on both YouTube and Instagram. I have an Instagram account, the same as here, Misty Dawn Creates. So please feel free to go over there and follow me. I tend to put a lot more pictures over there so you can see what I'm making. I'll put a picture of each bag up there, and I more than likely will at least start my marketplace that way, and then I'll show off some things here just in the video. Go do the old-fashioned thing. Say if you like it, here's the price plus shipping, and I'll send me a I gotta have that kind of thing, and I will send you an invoice through PayPal or something. Anyhow, I let's just go through this real quick because it's quite a few. Let's see, I'm kind of down, I guess, a little bit strange there. So this wool is superwash wool. It's not merino. It is not scratchy. You know, regular wool. I really don't care for it. It does have a scratch to it. I do love natural fibers, however. And with this being superwash, you can put it in, you can launder it. I would do it cold and lay flat. Anything that I make and that you spend some money on, I would do cold and lie flat. I'm not going to open this up. This is a bunch of different colors that I bought. I wanted to do some hat and scarf sets for my girlfriends, and they all love aqua. And this is, I believe, this is the color Blue Lagoon. Let me kind of share all of the stats with this one. This is what it looks like here. There's a couple different tags. Let's find this one. Here's the new one, because I think everything's moving to this more organic looking muted. So you see that up there? Tag. This is called Deluxe Worsted Superwash. It is universal. Again, universal yarns. You can barely see it there. This is the color Rosy Mauve, although, yeah, Rosy Mauve. It's got a little bit showing up just a little bit brighter on the camera. I had perfect swatches of all of these an hour ago, and I had to delete the video for a variety of reasons, but the sun has since gone down, so things might show up just a little bit brighter with all the lights. This yarn has a lot of halo to it. It's fuzzy. That's what tends to be my issue, is a lot of fuzziness. Soft is, you know, subjective depending on, you know, what you're really looking for. This is a worsted 4. I'm going to put this up here so you can kind of try to see a little bit of the fuzziness. I think the more that you wash it and wear it, you're going to see a little bit more halo. I don't think this is going to bother me that much at all, crocheting it up, but there's your 4. It's a good 4. This is a beautiful color. Beautiful color. You know, as Bag O'Day would say, is it scarfable? Not for me. Maybe not for some. But you cannot tell by me. I am very, very sensitive. And so on this channel, when I talk about something that I really love, oh, you better be jumping on that, because if I'm wearing it, which like this I'm wearing, which is True Blue, I'm okay with it. So anyway, here's Rosy Mauve. Then we have a nice set of grays here, which is, does that say cream? Okay, Cavern. I was looking upside down. Cavern. And then we have, I'm going to put these in my yarn bag here, because I have got a lot of these. So some of them I just bought singles because I was thinking about doing some animals in some of these colors, like with this one right here. I thought this was a really pretty color to make a bunny or teddy or something out of. I may still do that, but it depends. I usually like a little bit more, my voice is starting to go. I like a little bit of nylon or a little bit of cotton or acrylic or something with my wool. So I don't know. I guess it just will depend. This is Adobe. I bought several of this color. I think that's coming up pretty true. Yeah, it's nice. It's a nice color. Then I just got several brights, because I don't always buy brights, just plain kind of brights. And so I got myself some yellow here. I was kind of thinking of the fall, when I was making pumpkins or fall scenes. I thought I wanted, you know, a green, yellow, and orange. So this, they call this one Orangesicle, but it's definitely a yellow. This is definitely autumn orange. Well, I don't think it's necessarily an autumn orange, but it's orange. And then you've got greenery or greeny. What did they call this one? I thought it was funny. Greenly, which which is a nice green. And so then, and like I said, this is definitely a nice wool. It's not, for the price that they're asking, which I don't know what the regular price is now, or if like I said, when I got it on sale, I was all over it. I was definitely all over it. I'm kind of cockeyed here, but who cares? Oh, I love this. Then I got some like bright blue. I'm not going to open this guy up, but this is you know, a bright blue. What was the name of this guy? I don't think I gave you all the stats. Okay. Oh, purplish blue. I don't think I gave you all the stats. I did on the last video, so you should remember it from the last video, right? So let me do that for you. Shall I? Yes, I shall. And I did have an extra ball band here. Don't know where I put it. But this is 100% superwash wool, 3.5 ounces. It's a 100-gram ball, 200, about 200 meters, 218 to 220 yards. So it's a pretty good ball. And, you know, you can wash this to 40 degrees. Like I said, do cold and lay flat for pretty much anything that you crocheted, I think. You spend that much time and effort and money. Now, I understand if you've got a baby and somebody's gifted you a blanket, or, you know, or you give somebody a blanket, good cotton or acrylic you can throw in there and wash and dry like heck. And as long as it's pretty decent, it's going to last forever. Most of these yarns last forever. But, so there we go. There was another color here I wanted to show you, which was more of a blush. This is called, Pity Pink. I think that's what it was called. Pretty Pink. It was not Pretty Pink. It was like Petite Pink. Petite Pink. Anyway, it's very much a blush. And I think I'm going to do, and so like I was saying, hat, scarf, hat, cowl sets is what was kind of on my mind for the wool for the winter. Now, because of those market bags, I decided to buy some worsted weight, some mercerized cotton. This is Egyptian mercerized cotton, which is some of the best that you can get. And I think it's beautiful. And they had some bright colors you don't normally see in like your sugar and creams and all those other things. And those are just tough on the hands. And, you know, they're okay, and those are worsted weight, and they do just fine on your market bags. In fact, let me just show you here. This is a swatch of, this is a sugar and cream multi in Poolside or Blue Lagoon or something like that. And they do just fine. But I really wanted, mercerized. Now this is a DK or number 3 weight. I'll show you here. So it's going to be smaller, thinner yarn. I will tell you though, however, really strong. This is extremely strong. It's wound real tight. You won't see near as much pill with this, and it's stronger, thinner, and so I think it's less cumbersome as a market bag. I've got this in pink. I've got a little piece that I've worked up that I'll show you here. This is fuchsia. I've got lots of colors here, so that's fuchsia, and then I've got this beautiful light yellow, which is called Sun. I've got this gorgeous blue, which is sky blue. Look at these two together. Look at that. Wouldn't that make a pretty market bag or top? This is soft enough to be a top. Now, some of these colors are going to be softer than others. Usually it's the lighter ones. For whatever reason, lighter dyes tend to give you something softer than if you're getting a bright dye. This is Winter Blues, very light blue. Citron, Isn't that pretty? And then I have another one of those. More blues. I keep a lot of blues on hand because I have so many folks that love blue. Everybody loves aqua, so I keep a lot of aqua around. So this is pistachio. It's more of the green blue. And then this is skylight, which is more on the blue side. I don't know if you can barely see the difference. There you go. Nice dark navy, which I think this is called shadow blue. But again, this would go really nicely with your fuchsia or your regular blue. I love that blue and fuchsia together. Alright. And today, sorry, that was my dog. Okay, violas. We've got that type of a violet orchid color. This would be crocus, which would be more of you tend to call this orchid. Beautiful. And then this is really yummy soft. Your blush pink, which they call first bloom. That's quite soft compared to some of the others. Yes, I have more. I have another blue, which is Atlantic. Again, that would look good with this as well. So you've got this more turquoisey color with your other blue. Oops, then we got the purple. Let's throw the dark purple up there. Look at those two together. Yeah, yummy, yummy, yummy. This is grape. And then I have some greens here. This is sage. And lime green. And I showed you the citron. Lime green. Okay. Let me look for... Oh, that's right. We still have some more blues here. Try to finish the blue. Is this a different blue? Or have I already showed? No, I already showed that. That was the Atlantic. But here's a different blue. The denim. Oh. And this is nice and soft. This is definitely wearable yarn. You know, it would be something really good for a wearable summer outfit. And not all mercerized cotton is alike. Not all mercerized would I want touching my skin. It would be too rough. You know, too rough. Did I show this one? Yes, I did show the Adobe of that. Let me just have a couple more colors. And then I'm going to show you the swatch here. But I got some neutrals as well. And this is a more of a kind of on the slate side. This is cobblestone. I don't know if I'd call it cobblestone. And you know, all of these do have a little bit of a shine to them. Mercerized cotton often does, but it's not distracting and it's not really, really shiny to where, you know, the light just jumps off of it. But it still has enough of a shine to where I think it really kind of elevates the look of a wearable. This is the rosy mauve. I think maybe, did I have another one of this? I don't know, maybe not. This was the rosy mauve. And I do think I did show this purple. So this was viola. This one was crocus, because I got two of each of those. The bright blue and the denim blue. Oh, no. The bluest of blues. This is called Celeste. I have lots of blues. They have, you know, I really find that most yarn, you can find an array of blues. Just, you know, plethora of them. And I wish they would do that with the pinks, because I think that you can find that in the pinks purple section too, you know, like, but it's just phenomenal how often they have that. Last color, which I'm keeping for myself and not making a bag out of, it is just so beautiful, but this is the bright red called Ruby. And that is true color right there. Ooh, bright, beautiful. I'm definitely going to have to get me some more of this. I think this is gorgeous. I'm definitely going to make a top out of here. Or I might make a top or a bandeau or something like that with this. So here's a green, bright green. It's just a regular Kelly green. And I started working it up. I do not have a Swift or a winder anymore. I just ordered another winder. I'm going to have to wait on the Swift. It's a tad expensive. So somebody's going to have to help me. But I want, and it just takes too long to do this. And so all these hanks that I have, and I have a lot more hanks. And I started the bottom of my bag, so you can see how it's working up. It's just lovely. I think I used a 4.5 for this. Nice and strong. I'm going to be really fascinated to see what this is like all worked up in a bag, you know. And of course, you don't just have to use it for bags. You can use it for anything. Now, this is too good of a cotton. I wouldn't use it for a washcloth, or it's not soft enough for eyes or face or something like that. Or, like I said, too expensive, high end for like a wash rag. But definitely for decoratives, if you want something really strong like a basket, if you want any kind of, you know, fancy schmancy thing over your toilet that you've got like different baskets, that kind of thing, that would be nice too. So, and the reason I say that is just mainly because of how strong it is, and the colors, the saturation in the colors are just gorgeous here. So stay with me, because I will show you, and so will Motley, when these market bags are finished with this particular mercerized cotton. I'm going to do a separate video on the market bags. I've already given away one for Mother's Day to my mother, and then one to my daughter's mother-in-law. So those two have been given away. I took pictures of one, not the other. My granddaughter asked for one, so I gave her one, but it's here in the house. And now I'm making several for my girlfriends. I'm also making those owls. I have several owls that I'm making. Turtles that I'm making. Turtles, owls, and frogs seem to be what I'm making. I'm kind of back into the toy thing too. So I will be showing you my makes in a separate video. Please take the time today to love yourself and tell yourself you're great, because I think you are, and you've got great taste because you're here watching me. Just remember that anything that you see that you would like or interested in purchasing, please just reach out and let me know. Like I said, just trying to make a little bit for myself. So maybe I can keep doing the channel, but you know, maybe buy a little bit here and there for me. Maybe I can afford to get my hair cut or something. All right. So thanks for stopping by and visiting. I really do appreciate it. You guys are wonderful. And look how fast the channel has grown. It's already over 300. Maybe I ought to put a giveaway together or something. Maybe if we reach 350, 400 or something, I ought to do a giveaway. Are you guys interested in some free yarn? Because I have some free yarn I can put together for you. All right. Bye-bye. And see you the next time.